if you seek to deal with protests and your approach to protests is simply to have tough laws and enforce them, it's not going to work, because underlying it is what's your social order, what's the level of inequality, what's the social justice, how do people feel in your society, is it a fair society, do people want to support the system, do they by and large believe that they benefit from the system. If a large majority of your people feel that it's a fair system, they have opportunities, that the government and the system is set up to help the largest majority possible, then people have faith in the system, and the people who want to break the laws would be a minority. Then your police can handle it. But if a significant section of your population believes that the system is fundamentally unfair, the socio-economic system and the benefits is fundamentally unfair, and that it is set up to benefit a few at the expense of the majority, at the expense of the many, then no amount of strict policing and strict laws are going to keep people off the streets. What do they have? Why should they support? Why should they support a system that is fundamentally unfair? So the first, I think, order of point of importance for any government and for us as a lesson is really the socio-economic political structure. It must deliver good governance. It must deliver to the majority. Then your police force can go and deal with those who break the law, and the rest of the population will say, yes, we support it, these people ought not to be breaking the law. So, law and order, yes, but it's not possible without good governance. You go back to none of these concepts are new. All these different approaches have been tried. Those who are familiar with Chinese history will understand legalism. Go back to the Qin dynasty, even the Warring States period. That was the preferred way of bringing order to a chaotic, fractious society. So the emperor's rule was based on strict laws, harsh enforcement, collective punishments. But such a system cannot carry on for long. So people often misunderstand and think that our approach is based on very strict punishments. No, it's first and foremost based on making sure that the majority progress and that the system is fair. Strict punishments can only be built on such a system. The Qin emperor's rule, as people will know, collapsed because the approach actually worsened people's social and economic lives. You move forward to the Han dynasty, the China's emperors tried to follow Confucianism, which depended solely or primarily on the leaders setting the example and inspiring people to be like them, family, social harmony, responsible government with a moral duty to promote harmony. Confucianism appealed to people because they enjoyed internal peace, stability, and under it, the country experienced remarkable progress. But it had its limitations as well, because in every society, a large majority of people can be inspired to be good, to be noble, to do the right thing, following the example of leaders, assuming you have leaders who can inspire that kind of confidence. But you will always have a group that will want to challenge your laws, that will want to break them, and that will want to destabilize. You need to deal with them through a system of laws, which can be enforced. What framework, how strict, what you allow, what you don't allow, must be for each society to decide. So you have to build it on a basis of fairness, upholding moral responsibility on the part of the leadership, proper governance, an approach of upright, virtuous governance, which inspires people and bring that across to the people as a whole, and then deal with the lawbreakers in a way that makes it clear to everybody that the laws would be applied fairly, evenly, and law breaking will be dealt with. If there is good governance and people benefit, you can always deal with a small number who want to disrupt.